Yami, I got something here. And all you kids see this here and then forget it. No, I'm just kidding. Watch Yami Yager here, right here. He says something to him. You're wondering, you think he's giving him a hard time, eh? He didn't need it, I didn't need it. He's talking to the referee, and he comes back and he taps him. I'll show you why he did this, eh? Because this is the kind of guy, he's a pretty good guy. All right, he's a pretty good guy, and he said he didn't mean to do it, because that's the kind of guy he is.
Here's what he did.
And here's what he did.
And you know, Don, James Van Riemsdyk got an interference penalty. That's karma. It was a bad call on Van Riemsdyk.
Who's he play for? Karma. Ever tell the story about him?
Who?
They wanted me to fly down and do this is a true story, do the color for the Pittsburgh Penguins. First time I got down there, Yami used to have long hair, right? And wear the jewelry and all that. And they had a picture before the game of them posing like that, Lemieux and that with up. And I said, and he got hurt out there. Wait a minute, I'm telling, don't worry about it, you're not involved. So I went out and I said, when Yami gets hurt, they don't know whether to send his hairdresser or his jeweler. And they canceled me. Anyhow, that was pretty nice of them, eh? Hey, two of my favorite guys, Burr and Franson, walk in together. You no wonder why I like guys dressed sharp. Look at these two guys. Lupul comes up like a movie star. He's not small. Those guys are so big. You got to look sharp and everything. I got something to show maybe a couple of weeks anyhow. Now, watch the little flip. If you want to keep your coaches happy, I try to get our guys to do it.
Hit
Puts
first.
it in. Oh, the hit? Why do it? You know. All right, doesn't matter. One or another. Great hit, I guess so. That was the best. Now watch this flip. They love it. Coaches love it. There's no problem. The whole deal. Now, you know, Gardner's playing well. We all talk about Gardner playing well. The guy that never, the stay-at-home guy and everything, Francis, never gets any credit, or I don't think he gets enough anyhow. Let's see a few things of Francis. Stay-at-home guy. This is, you know, when you talk to scouts, they say with love and affection, he's a stay-at-home guy. And because when all coaches love these guys, and he's not bad, played for the Vancouver Giants, he got 15 goals one year. He is money in the bank, and he came from nowhere. Look at this, no problem out like that. The guys love, what are you going to say?
Came from Sycamoose, which isn't nowhere. It's the most beautiful place on earth.
No, but I meant like he come out of nowhere.
His dad ran the rink, I was telling you.
Yep, just like Lafleur.
He loved Pronger.
All right, what do you do next?
Got a great shot. Hey, he almost scored in the first period, too.
Yeah.
So both those guys, Rhino Byrne had a great first period.
Yeah.
St. Louis Blues, Don gave it a great effort, and you were keen in on first playoffs for Jay Bouwmeester. Yeah,
we're going to do Bouwmeester first? Yeah, let's do Bouwmeester first. You know, hold it. Don't do it yet. Wait a minute. You know, folks, for his whole career, I've heard on television, in the media, time after time after time. Do you know that he's never, ever been in the playoffs all his junior career, and they just keep giving it to him, giving it to him, giving it. And we had him, remember we had him at the NHL. He was down there. He was the most polite Canadian boy. Remember he was down here, just such a nice boy. Just used to burn me. And I said, if he ever makes the playoffs, I'm going to highlight him. He had more ice time than Doughty. And you know what I think of Doughty? He played 26 minutes in a losing cause. Let's show Jay Bouwmeester in the playoffs. One of the best players they ever had. He's not a real banger. He's a guy that takes the body a little bit. And everybody, big guy, why doesn't he hit? And right off the bat, they didn't like him in Calgary because he made a lot of money. If he was making $1 million, he'd be dynamite. I don't know how people work that. I only made $5,000 my whole life. I never regretted people. But see how he's not a banger, and they say big guys get banged. He was one of their best players, as far as I'm concerned.
How many hits did Nick Lidstrom have in his entire career?
Well, wait a minute.
Maybe 50. I know, but I'm just saying he was a guy that didn't hit a ton, and he was second best all time.
What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Now, let me tell you
Speaking of hits.
Yeah, speaking of hits, just a minute. Philadelphia, Big Bad Bruins and Lunch Pail, Broad Street Bullies, and we played in the playoffs. And I have to tell you, my brother phoned me, Richard phoned me, and after the game, and he said, have you got that on tape? Used to be tape. And he says, yeah, it will never happen again. It was take no prisoners. Everything that moved, it was the most exciting hockey in hockey you'd ever see. You'll never see it again. And Richard, I have to tell you, this series here, I get chills thinking about it. It's too bad somebody had to lose this series. I'm telling you, if St. Louis had been in the East here, I'm sure they would have walked out. It's too bad that this, and see, they hit. They don't hit the boards. Now, you watch, folks, in the rest of the playoffs, you'll see guys run and hit the boards like that. This team, these two teams were dynamite, and LA and Quick are starting to get that feel back again, and it's really something. Now, I got to go. What do we got? You know?
We got Ty. I just want to get a sense of, first of all, do you think LA's the front runner again suddenly?
LA is, to me, the way they've got it back, as long as they got quick, they're there, the whole deal.
How about the Toronto game tonight? You know, they seemed like, for me, 12, 15 minutes.
It's funny. It's the strangest thing. I've never seen a series like this. Boston's in the Gardens, and they're nervous, and we're loosey-goosey the way we should be. I say
Till
we're.
the third.
Yeah. And then the same thing, they come here, we're tight. I don't know, it's a crowd or something. It should be the other way around. But speaking of crowds, I have to say something. There's 20,000 people outside this building there. They don't wreck things. There they are out there. They don't wreck things. They're good Canadian hockey fans, and they don't wreck things. They love hockey, and that's the way it should be.
One other thing.
What?
Ty Domi.
Oh, you get it?
Been at all the games, I'm sure, and would love to.
No, you have to. We love. Hey, down 4-0. Down 4-0. Barry showed heart. Come back, but watch Ty. That is unbelievable. Watch this here. Puts a little pad like that and puts it in. It is really something. What a series that's going to be. I'll tell you, it is really something.
Doggers well for Max Domi on the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.
Coach's Corner on CBC.